Hello, everyone. I am Tacit, and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars, week 116, day 2. Of course, we got Red Day today. Biggest thing that we're going to be doing, we have 1.5 billion EXP boosters. I had to use one of them earlier today because of the timer on it. It actually only lasted till like, what, 7 or 8 today? And since, we're streaming at 8 right now, we had to use it a little bit earlier. As you can see, this one's about to expire too in 14 hours. However, yeah, we had to use the one, so I have used one. However, we still have the other 8, of course. One from today, and then the other 7 from the entire week. The main reason why the other one, I believe, was actually usable today, which is why we actually had 9 instead of 8 for once, is I believe the timer doesn't start until you first log in on a given day. And I just logged in very, very late that one day. So, yeah, I believe that's what made it so we actually had 9 for once instead of 8. But of course, this stream, we're going to be running 8 EXP boosters, but we're going to do all the normal stuff first. Of course, starting with Guild War, and then we'll go from there. And then the entire rest of the streams is going to be a ton of EXP boosters, so we're going to be here a while. It's probably going to be about a 3-hour stream or so, give or take a little bit, as the first half will pretty much be normal, or the first 1/3. And then, of course, the rest of the stream, we are doing pretty much nothing but EXP boosters the entire time, with a Dust Devil quick kill team. Anyways, let's go set our medals. Not that one. We go our 20%. I had that off because of the Dust Devil earlier when I was running the other team. Okay. So, of course, as is kind of already implied, we did win Guild War yesterday. Otherwise, we wouldn't be running all the EXP boosters today. But good job, Guild. Somehow, we're really low down right now. I assume this is because we haven't done our battles yet. Yeah, 1/3 of the guild hasn't done it, including myself. Let's go fix that. So, of course, today we have Red Day, at least on PC Mobile. As far as our team, do we want to make any tweaks to it? It is currently the Spider Throne. Interesting. Angry Mob. Zolgoth. I'm not a fan of that throne. I like the rest, though. I do like the rest. Oh, what do we want here? If we're just going all in Angry Mob, he needs at least one buffer troop in front of him. Ideally one that blocks him on nothing other than red, because obviously he has to block him on red. Let me double check mythics. Have we gotten any new red mythic lately? No. Diamond Cheetah, no. Oh, well, technically him. But doesn't count as a mythic. He's so bad. Ani would be kind of funny, but he blocks on brown. Can I, like, minus brown so you guys don't show up? Okay, here we go. So all the reds that don't use brown. Of course, it doesn't have to be a mythic. Rothamon's interesting. We can always just counter to whatever they're going to use. I kind of wanted something with score reduction. Worst comes to worst, we could always double Zolgoth. Hey, it would work. Only problem is first Zolgoth would die very quickly. I honestly would champion of Anu if he had Impervious. And you don't either. The biggest issue with both of these is no Impervious. Or even just immune to stun to begin with. And Stonehammer doesn't cover red, nor would I want to use him even if he did. And Rage Carrier is actually seeming kind of tempting here. I don't normally use that, but we'd have our Curse automatic. Well, maybe not automatic, but a chance of it happening automatically. 40% chance per turn. I haven't ran him in a while. Let's go on Rage Carrier. I've ran him defensively pretty often, but offensively, we almost never really use him these days. He deals a bunch of damage to all enemies, boosted by Doom Skulls, then converts all yellows to Doom Skulls, and then conjures a Doom Storm. He is Impervious, his Fire Link, which is kind of helpful given our team is very red. But the most noteworthy thing about him is he is invulnerable. So he's immune to all status effects, Devour, Mana Drain, Transform, Lycanthropy, and most importantly, lethal damage, so like Zolgoth and stuff like that. Biggest issue here is still no score reduction though. But he does create skulls, and we do have an automatic curse on him, so we could just focus on doing this onto the Umbral Stars. I mean, the, whatever the first one is called. Elemental Stars instead of Umbral Stars. So it'd be good to go. I don't think we need to change anything else. Yeah, let's go try it. Rage Carrier was Zolgoth. Angry Mob for mana. Wand of Stars for also mana. And Impervious. And we'll go from there. Let's see, what are they using? Stonehammer? Speaking of Stonehammer. Alright, so his hero class is targetable. All I have to do is just click it and we win. He's not running a stealthy. So all we have to do is just use Zolgoth on it, and that is match. We are blocked pretty heavily on Enraged Carandera from that, though. But Wand of Stars are going to feed mana pretty quickly, so I don't have too big of a concern with that. Enraged Karen are definitely not as good in this matchup, though. I think we're fine with it, though. We have to keep in mind, Enraged Karen does have immune to pretty much, like, everything. So we don't have to worry about Entangle or anything else like that, either. Which will be very nice. Freeze, all those kind of things. Even Mana Drain, which even Impervious has to deal with. But this also does include Mana Drain. It even says it right there. Alright, I don't think we need to tweak anything else. Just double checking. It is red day. It is red day. Okay, we're good to go. Anyways, let's go into the battle. So, hello everyone! Let me start from the top. Hello, Lesta! Hello, Roman! Hello, Bill! Hello, Logic Slayer! Hello, Mr. Z! Hello, Supernova! Hello, yeah! Hello, Roman! Hello, Logic Slayer! Hello, Nightmare! Hello, Alfredo! Hello, Defiance! Hello, Cookie! Hello, Jesse! Maybe we fight you in Guild War today? Nice. What's your name in game? Maybe we will. I didn't check to see who we're fighting right now. Actually, I could check if they have hero. That's probably not it. Let's see. Hello, Defiance. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Imperial. Alright, right off the bat, obviously. 5 times yellow. Let's grab that. Anything else we want to do here? Oh, yeah. What's your converts? Blue to red. Scary. Brown to red. Less scary, but I need the mana. You know what? I'm just going to let him have that. I need the brown. Nice. We can work with that. Alright, Angry Mob and hope it doesn't backfire. Go, go, go. Alright, we can work with that. We can work with that. We get our little scope poke. Use a lot of reduction, but doesn't really matter too much. Everything on the team's disabled. I can just Zulg off his hero and we won. It's already over. I don't even need to worry about the other things. So just for fun, here's some mana. Alright. Even more mana? I'm not gonna bother. Let me just hit the Zulgoth before, hit the hero before I forget. Alright, and that's match. Do we have alignment on this? No, I need yellow. I'm just gonna wand. I'm gonna Angry Mob and hope we have a better board. Yes, we do. Okay, we can go for that. Nice big poke. Even with all his reduction, that should still be dead. We go take the kill over there. Get our free turn. We have board clear. We'll go for that again. And it looks like we might get an Enraged Karandera kill here. If you can leave me with some alignment. Perfect. And let's match. Overall, worked out pretty well. Worked out pretty well. 1 down, 4 to go. MVP Angry Mob. Not quite, but we'll take it. Alright, Spider Throne, annoying, but hey, we have immune to everything. You block too much here. I almost want to use double Angry Mob. I wish Angry Mob had Mana Link. Kind of like how Thrall does. He doesn't have anything beyond Spider, though. He's basically just some true damage poke. Oh, he's trying to Beatrix loop. I see what he's doing here. Well, we have Curse to get through, so yeah, we should be fine. I'm actually going to keep the Karandera. Because we do get Curse out of it. Though we did not roll it on that one. Alright, we'll go for that. What's his alignment again? Brown to web. Or brown to purple, I mean. Oh, I do need brown. That's a really annoying color for you to be denying. Let's take a blue here. So he's doing what? Brown to purple? That does help us quite a bit and gives him nothing. Alright. Let's figure this out. Because there's a lot of stuff going on here. Alright, we do that. Then do that. Then we throw down wand, so we can't web anything. We then take that. Oh, we didn't really need that. Do we have alignment? Yes. So we now Karandera. Anything else we can get? You might just wand again. We don't need a curse. Karandera already got it for us. And I don't want to use Angry Mob here because we actually have a pretty good board going. Though it did miss. Do we have alignment? No. I can poke him, but that's not enough. I guess we just board clear and hope for a better board. That also gives us Zulgoth. Oh, that is definitely a better board. He did ruin it, though. Is it still worth it? Now it is. So we go for Enraged Karandera. Luckily, he kills out the one in first slot. And look at that. Triple kill. I think we had a few Doom Skulls there, so we got that little bit of extra boost ratio. He actually has a really big boost ratio. It's a little hard to get for him sometimes. But he does 10 additional damage to all enemies per Doom Skull. I wish more boost ratios were actually this viable based on, you know, a smaller number of things. Because a lot of them are just way too small. Like, let's say something that buffs by blue allies, but they only get like 4 extra damage per ally. the max you can have is 4, so the max you would get is 16. Like, a booster shield like that should be like 25 or something. But he actually has a booster shield that's pretty well skilled for the amount that you can get of it, at least to the current state of the game. I'm actually surprised he's using Leona's Tower, but no Enraged Commander. Normally they're used together, at least on Guild War Defend teams. He's basically doing the same thing as before. We just kill this weapon and we win. He's not running stealthy or anything, so we mostly just have to worry about Empower. I don't have any Empower of my own to counter, so I kind of want to maybe carry one. Let's see, what do we have for Empower? I just want Empower that can deny him. Oh, also it does have to be red, of course. Power. Well, what's his 2 colors he's converting? So he's converting into red. And it's brown and blue. Oh, that's why we're using the spider thing earlier. We were using it to deny, Child of Summer. Oh, I see what we were doing now. I don't know, do we put it back on? What else here denies brown? Or blue? Green to blue, that's the exact opposite of what we need. Blue to skulls. I almost forgot this guy even exists. Infernal Voyager? This actually would be his debut Guild War. Tempting. Don't you have score reduction too? How do you have no score reduction or reflect? These traits are so bad other than Empower. The problem is, what if we have no skull alignment? Convert brown to purple. Honestly, I'd almost rather go that. Brown to purple, if an enemy's curse, gain half its mana back. Probably won't be able to use that second aspect, but you never know. I might make a switch here. Hope he has alignment, get all of our mana for Wand, insta-win. And we're gonna go for it. Kind of just using him as a meat shield. And he gets to deny out brown, so Summer doesn't get a good cast. Blue to red, brown to red. And Tower's pretty much irrelevant. Only real threat is Book. Once we kill Book, we auto-win, so... It's really all we have to do here. Is target Book and then win. And have a starting board that isn't horrific. Alright, brown to purple, do you do anything? No. Awful. Blue to red, do you do anything? Yes, so much. Wow. Brown to red, how about you? No. Alright, blue to red. I have to take this. We don't really have a choice here. We do that. He does that. So I can't deny him now, but he just gave me so much red, I'm not sure it's going to matter. So we do that, we do that. Oh, I should actually cast it there. It would actually been a better board to have casted on. Do I take blue? Yeah. Because that's full Zolgoth and we already won. Oh, an Hourglass Gem. It's not realistic enough to try to go for right here. Oh no, I almost clicked on the wrong one. Good thing I misclicked my misclick. Wow, that was almost really bad. I almost just misclicked on Child of Summer. But the way that I misclicked made the click not click. So it didn't actually click on it. So, saved. The misclick. Okay, do I even need durability? I was gonna give us Bless, but I'm looking now. What on earth do we need a Bless against? I guess Bleed. That's gonna do nothing, though. It's like a 1 stack of Bleed. Which is 1 true damage per turn. So it cleanses. I think we just Angry Mob and just hope we get mana. Like, you can't really win at this point. He can be annoying with Tower, but he can't actually win. Ooh, why do we keep getting... Oh, actually, I was gonna say... No! How? I was gonna say, no, we got an Hourglass that we can't use. But then it's like, oh, we can just Angry Mob. And apparently miss. There we go. Auto extra turn. And then Zolgoth. How on earth do we miss that? It has like 50-something destroys right now. And with that 50-something, we happen to not hit that gem we actually needed to hit. Unfortunate. How much destroy did we have? We had 54 destroys. So 54 out of 64, and we somehow missed it. Very unfortunate. Alright, do I keep this team? Honestly, I almost want to just counter out Child of Summer. It converts brown to red, and we can counter it with brown to purple. So if it has really good alignment, we have a backup plan. And if we have alignment, we just go for it. And regardless, we have some way to do something against it. So here's the Leonis Tower and Rage Carrier combo. This is a little bit awkward given that Zolgoth is our main damage source. But also, I don't think it matters, so we're just going to roll with it. Because Enraged Carrier does not have immune to, or any score reduction. So So we should be fine. Don't think we need to tweak anything here. We'll find out. Alright, right off the bat, looks good. Can I convert him? So we are frozen on some stuff, so I can't go for that. We can cleanse it off, but we do have to make sure we get to full mana first. I can take this 5 times. I can also take it for 4 times. Can I convert it, though? It's brown to purple. I can. I think we go for it. I kind of want to take this first, but then everything else is going to explode. You know what? I am going to go for this first. No. I'm actually going to go for this first. So we do that. Get all of our mana. I can now take this because we're going to extra turn on purple even though we're frozen on blue. I then take this 5 times. I then take that brown. Can I take it while taking purple? No. But nothing's frozen on brown, so we can take that. I can take it on brown again and hope for it from Sky. That gives us Zolgoth. Do we just cast the Zolgoth? I kind of want to go for one more. We're not frozen on purple or the other thing, so yeah, we'll take it this way, I guess. Alright. Now we Zolgoth the hero. Now we cleanse everything. And we should be in a pretty good position at this point. We now need to get Zolgoth back up. Skull doesn't kill. We still have brown to purple convert. We go for that. We now Zolgoth the only thing we can because the other thing is immune to death. Well, immune to insta-kill. Not immune to death, but immune to insta-kill. We go for that little wish gem. I keep calling it wish gem. I mean hourglass gem. And this is dead if it does damage. Actually, no, it'll be a little short, but it'll be pretty close. And then we do that one more time in this match. Oh no! That's unfortunate. He got a kill there. But then we just revived it, so we probably didn't lose too many points overall. Well, there we go. Alright, final fight. How are we doing on score? Ooh, we are a little bit down. So that actually did reduce this a bit. Alright, honestly, I'm just gonna stick with what we have. Oh, no! The first one that ran Thief. That's fine, though. We have a lot of counter to it. All we have to do is get Elementals to stun it. I guess it's not technically a lot of counter, but we have some counter. Some number of counter, more than none. Alright, starting board. Can we do anything with you? Kind of. I can take that red. How about now? No. Yeah, not even a cascade. I could take, like, brown yellow, I guess. Blue to red does nothing. Brown to red is scary. But I can't just give him that much purple. I think I just have to take this and hope he doesn't cast Summer. And if he does cast Summer, we're in a really bad position. Because I do have my brown to purple convert. But if we do it, we give him 2 5 times purple. Which I feel like is worse than giving him alignment. Plus, he might still get alignment. No, it actually went for Summer. Ooh, that's a little bad. We could very easily lose this one then. Really bad starting board. As long as he leaves us with a Zolgoth, we should be okay. So we have the Wish Gem there. We didn't get Frozen. Since he opted for Thief, he does not have Freeze. So we can take our Guarantee extra turn here. We'll take it that way so we can get Brown or Red from Sky. That works too. We now go for Wands twice. Or do we Zolgoth first? No, we'd want a Wand twice. So we do that. Alright, there's one. We can't Zolgoth Hero because it hasn't been hit yet. I can get rid of his one currently existing option. Or just get the thing up again. I kind of want to do this just to make sure he doesn't get alignment. Now we go for Wand again. Hope this gets stunned. Very important we get an extra turn to stun that thing. Book won't be as annoying right now. It's still annoying enough. I really need this extra turn stun to hit this thing. How are we missing? It has this 33% chance. Come on, hit him already. Because I can't target him directly. Come on. No, he's still not entangled. Still our turn, though. Come on, get him. Get him with an entangle. Get him with an entangle. Thank you. Finally. Wow. That took way too long. We're going to lose a lot of score, but this should be pretty winnable. I can't insta-kill him, but, you know, we can still poke him a bunch. Still the pokety-pokes. Alright, that should be match. We're pretty close to it, and there we go. Alright, well, that was a very bad starting board, but it came through. That's close to like a 9,200. That's like the worst time to do battle in a battle because you lose the most amount of points, but, oh, 9,400. Honestly, that's not too bad. I'll take it. Especially for how bad the final battle went. But there wasn't much we could do on that starting board. We even used Empower to try to counter, and it wasn't able to. Because it would have been a lot less harmful to give it the 4 times that we did than 2 5 times purple. And there we go, tribute. Yeah, that's Guild War for today. Nice. Anyways, let's go clear all the other dailies. Basically all the normal stuff we would do. And then we're going to do 2 hours straight of EXP boosting. And we'll hand a couple codes out this stream as well. Since we're going to be going for quite a while, at least 3 hours or so. Alright, so next thing on our dish. What are we going for? We don't need this. Complete a run. Well, we do need this, but not right now, I mean. Complete a dungeon run. Okay, that'll be do automatically. Actually, we're kind of doing that right now, so let's do that right now. Campaign, nothing over there. Adventure board. Oh, all 3 are good on adventure board today. Look at that. Nice. Very rare that we actually get a 3 good one. A lot of times I've just been skipping over the ones that are kind of meh. But, yeah, that's a triple good one. We'll take all 3. Hello, GM Jordy. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. What happens if you don't claim an EXP booster? It's gone forever. Yeah, it just disappears. It does not auto-claim. It simply just disappears. Which is why I had to use the 9th booster today. Or, you know, the one that we already used. Which is why it shows we only have 8. Well, technically it shows we have 7, but, you know, one of them's from the daily. But yeah, if you just let it expire, it does nothing. So I had to use it. And we actually gained a level off of it, too. As would kind of be expected from EXP farming. That is the whole point of EXP farming, is to gain levels. Who could have guessed? Farming for EXP makes you gain levels. Yeah, there we go. Another one down. Yellow Day 5-0, no troops lost. Nice, 9,500 points. Yeah, I was surprised the team we did yesterday was like 9,600. I was very surprised by it. Honestly, I'm even surprised we did 9,400 today. With how bad that final battle went. Because the final battle is worth the most amount of points, so that's the one you ideally want to do the best on, not the worst. But despite it being our worst battle, still on pretty good pacing today. It was mostly that starting board. There's just sometimes just nothing you can do about it. There's always been a big issue with Guild War, especially with like double empower, triple empower meta. There's just some starting turns you can't do anything with, even if you have your own empower option. Bad border got you in the last battle. Yeah, it almost got us. We were like one cast away from it getting us. Like one more book, we could have potentially died. But yeah, Wand is just so insane. It's helped Red Day a lot. I in the past would say Red Day is the hardest day. But ever since Wand, it definitely isn't anymore. I'm not sure which day is. But Red Day definitely isn't the hardest day anymore now that we have Wand. It helped put red teams together so well. Biggest issue Red Day had, as you kind of saw with like the front of our team dying instantly, is it's always lacked a bit of tankability. Like it does have tanks, but generally most of the red tanks aren't really particularly good. So it was always a bit of a squishy color, as far as this whole team dying within seconds. But you notice like he didn't get past our hero. But that's because it has Entangle, it has Barrier on Brown, it has, you know, everything to help keep it alive. Also, look at this. We can start clicking Claim All. Now that we took the 9th one out, look at that. Claim All. It feels so nice. I love this new feature. They implemented it exactly a week ago. And, yeah, now we can click Claim All here. And it doesn't interrupt our EXP boosters. I'll be using in a little bit. Anyways, let's go do a dungeon run. Need to anyways for the booster. Plus, we do it regardless, of course. Oh, guess that door? Oh, no. No, guess that door. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. What would you use if everyone in the guild used book teams? Well, it depends what color day it is. But there are quite a few ways to deal with books. It also depends what their 4th troop is. Because obviously it's book double in power. But the way that you play against book is heavily dependent on 2 things. One is what hero class they're using. And the other is what their other troop is that isn't one of their empowers. Like, you know, the one that isn't the double empower book. Whatever that other one is. Because hero, there's generally 2 types. Either one, the stealthy ones, like we saw in that final battle where it ran Thief. And we had to make sure we stunned it, otherwise we couldn't Zulgoff it. And the other version is, like super tank, like just running Elementalist or something similar. And as far as alternative troops, there's quite a wide range there. Sometimes people run triple empower. Sometimes people go down the route of a second damage source. So if hero dies, there's still a win condition. Because in all of our fights that we had today, they did not run a second damage source. So the goal every single time was kill hero, kill hero, kill hero. And the final one was a little bit harder because they went with Thief, which of course you can't target it directly. But all I had to do is just get one of the stuns on it, and then was good to go. Took us several times to try to get it, but it did eventually get stunned. Hey, don't die yet. Also, I just realized we have less stats. I hate when we get less stats. We even get less destroy from it because it takes away our magic. I would honestly say it's one of the stronger effects that you can get hit by in this mode. Despite all the annoying things like free, silence, stuff marking and such. Honestly, most annoying is simply just 20% less stats. Because it makes it easier to die and magic just does a lot less. So welcome back, Chad. Welcome, welcome. Alright, let's go for a leprechaun. Get that rolling, unfortunately into almost nothing. I was gonna say, please, let me just take the purple. I almost feel like just restarting this fight. He's a really annoying team for us to not get our mana on. How does this whole square have nothing to do? I want to use the square. Maybe we'll get alignment here. Nope. Just replacing power gems with different power gems. Ooh, he left me with purple, though. Alright, we'll take a purple. Get our extra turn. Zulgoff is tank. And as match. Never mind, he has a billion HP. Let me just go and Zulgoff him. Or Catharix, whatever works. What happens if you claim all your EXP boosters at the same time? You'll get that much time worth of EXP boosters. So for example, if we opened 8 EXP boosters at once, we would just have simply a timer that goes for 2 hours. I just used them one at a time just to make sure there's like a break in between. But yeah, you could technically just use them all at once. There's actively a reason to use Paloozas one at a time though. Because you can get the extra loot on the final battle every 15 minutes. Whereas if you don't get that. Whereas XP boosters don't have an equivalence of that. So yeah, you could technically just use it 2 hours at a time. Like we could claim our whole 2 hours simultaneously if we really wanted to right now. But then if we wanted to do something else at any point, you know, it makes it more awkward. Because then we're locked into the boosters the entire time. We do have the soul pet, by the way, today. He just gives you 5% more souls. Definitely make sure to get him if you don't already have a copy. Just free souls every fight, basically. Or whenever you normally get souls. It's a small percent, but it adds up. Anyways, let's go to Underspire. What's left? What have we not done? It's just Invasion and Underspire then. Just do Invasion real quick. This one won't take long at all. I hope eventually we could just claim the EXP booster as like a token that we can activate whenever. Kind of like how Paloozas already are. Where you can simply just, you know, whenever you want to use them, finally just activate them all at once. That would be the best way to do them. If that's ever going to be changed, I have no clue. Probably not. But that would be some great quality of life there. So how are we doing so bad on this fight? Our tower's almost dead. That thing that we kind of need to kill things. I do have a lot of backup plans on this team if things do start dying, though. We'll go for green, actually. Well, that turned around very quickly. An hour and a half work you've been working on your 15-minute break. Nice. Yeah, it's a lot easier to spread them out if you use them one at a time over the course of a day or any other amount of time. Though, of course, for those boosters, you want to make sure you do it on a day when you have 100% bonus, though. Or, you know, leading up to a Guild War week. Like today. Your team is Wand of Stars, Bork. Oh, okay. Your yellow team. I thought that was your red team for a second. I was like, wait, how are you running Bork on red day? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, Bork's really nice. Especially since they got the buff about a month or two ago. Which at this point, it was back in May. That's like 4 or 5 months ago. Gosh, that buff's actually been out for a while now. Why not run Wand every attack day? I actually do on most of my attack days. I don't think I run it on literally every single one. Because there's some loop teams that don't run it. That already have like Beatrix, for example, on it. That's normally enough. But yeah, you can run it on every day. It's really good against Book. The whole reason he was even added to the game, I am pretty sure, is to counter Book. Because it is a very strong Book counter. It seems like it was intended to be so. Same as the Hourglass gem. It's obviously meant to counter, well, more so freeze than Book, but you know, they both do generally coincide. His Wand was the Book counter, and Hourglass is the freeze counter. So there is, of course, overlap between those two. Should look at the purple first. Well, ultimately, it will probably not matter much. You just do that, poke it with Skull, and dead in a store turn. Oh, we still had more Skull spam. Yeah, I ran it every single day the first week it came out for Guild War. And I've still run it on most days. I think out of like 4 out of 6 teams. I can go check real quick. I'm pretty sure I still use it almost every day. And sometimes I switch into it if we really need it to counter Book or something similar. Because it fits into pretty much every team. Some better than others. I don't know, let me check. What is our ratio, at least currently? Though, of course, we could change them. What's our ratio? Let's see. Guild War Red, Wand. Guild War Brown, Wand. Guild War Yellow, no Wand, but we ran Rope Dart. So 1 with no Wand. Life and Death Weaver, so 2 with no Wand. Beatrix instead. 3 with no Wand. Alright, so I ran 3 days with Wand and 3 days without Wand then. So all of those non-Wand teams could be incorporated in a way that makes them Wandable. If you really, really wanted to. There are alternatives were Life and Death, Rope Dart, and Essence of Evil. Essence of Evil can disable a single target really well. Rope Dart can disable a single target really well. And what's the other one? Oh, Life and Death. And that can kill 2 targets very well. Mostly just synergize with Weaver. Though, we might actually try using the new mask on that day instead. Oh, we can't though. No! Hey, a use for Life and Death. Hold up. Oh wait, that's kind of funny. You actually can't use the new mask. Because the Ruby doesn't use purple. So in the context of this team, you actually cannot run it. It is the exact opposite colors of a Weaver. Which, while good in, you know, normal teams, cannot ever be used in Guild War with it. Because they do not share any colors at all. Hey, look, a use for Life and Death. Life and Death Weaver. The same use it's always had. That's funny. See, Life and Death, the Weaver's still useful. Anyways. We did that, we did that. Let's go do Underspire. Buy a couple torches. And see how far we can go. Alright, where are we currently? I think we're following primary path, so whatever one uses a higher number is this one. So I'll take this one. Will I be using Bork in Guild War? On Yellow Day, I probably will be. I just realized, I was looking at the team like, wait, why is this team so bad? But then I realized what we have options as. And then I remembered all the options we have available, and it's like, oh yeah, we have nothing. We have to double true damage him. Which kind of makes me just want to double up on Crimson Bat at this point. I'm very tempted just to double the Crimson. Even though we're going to not use purple at all. Because we're at the point where I need that damage. I almost want to triple up on it, but we'll go double. Luckily, we can change our team at any point, unlike Underspire. Anything else we need to tweak? I don't think so. Let's just roll with that. We do get, I believe, a few less magic from doing this. But the convenience of winning will be way easier. Oh, that's not the direction I wanted that to go in. Oh, there's all the purple we don't use. And there's the 2 Crimson Bats that we do. I remember when Crimson Bat used to be the entire meta in the game. It was very broken when the game first came out. And then became very broken again at a later point when traits came out, like unique traits. We have 4 paths. Which one is going to be it? Let's see. Going with this one. I'm not sure why, but we're going with this one. We don't have enough mana to get him up that way. I'd still try, though. Wait, does that give us more or less confidence? I honestly can't tell, so we're gonna keep going. You wish to stack the EXP, not the time? Oh yeah, that would actually be very nice. Imagine being able to stack like 7 or 8 boosters all at once for 15 minutes. That'd be a very hectic 15 minutes, in a sense. Because you have like 7, you know, multiple, like 8 times EXP at a given time. Even just seconds would waste minutes. I would love if I had a turn. Oh, he has the revive. I don't have a good way to deal with that. Oh, this team. Basically, I have to just double Crimson Bat him again. Oh, let's hope we don't see that fight that often. This is a really annoying for this team to deal with. Luckily, that single target true damage can finish it. No, dead end. Triple waste. Alright, how do we feel about a double? I don't have confidence in it. I'm going this way. I'm going right next to where we were. Because that line over there looks really straight, so this one might actually go into that little area where it's going straight. Because the other one's not occupying it. Yeah, Crimson Bat's kind of interesting in its traits. It has 4 times skull damage against Divine. It deals double damage to basically everything in the entire game, as long as they're damaged. which was very broken when it first released, and 2 times the Divine, which at one point was actually what was used to counter the Divine meta, back when the first ever really, really broken Divine meta existed. It's the whole reason why Divine Ishbala is the only 50% mana start troop that doesn't have 50% mana start. That was because of the Divine meta that existed at the time. They were so overwhelmingly broken that she's still the only 50% without 50%. I hope they change that back, though. Because there's no reason to keep it like that. Even at the time, it didn't seem like it was that needed. Because they multi-nerfed her at once. If they would have just done the other nerfs but keep the 50%, it would have been fine. Though I'm curious if goblins ever get a, if goblins ever get, what would you call it? I just realized these are both probably dead end, based on the double angle thingy. But if goblins ever get a 50% mana start, I'm almost guaranteed it's going to be 40% mana start. So far, we have never gotten a mana start that started at 40%. It was all either 50% or it was nerfed to a lower percent. We have never gotten one that was just outright lower. And I do feel like if goblins ever get it, it will be the one. Because there's no way they're releasing a 50% mana start for goblins. Could you imagine? Now that one would actually be broken. About a 40%, that's not as bad. Because you can already 20%, so it's just an extra 20%. So I would love if you got full mana. There you go. This area is going to be really annoying when we can no longer two-shot. Yeah, I believe both these are dead end. I think we're deep enough that this intersection is just double dead end. But, sunk cost fallacy, I must check the other one. We're already here. Even if we are almost guaranteed that this one's a dead end, I must look. Okay, we'll take that one over. Grab our poke. I'm pretty sure whenever this deep, they're both guaranteed to be dead ends. But I must peek at it. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This could be the room. This could be it. Oh, why'd I do it that way? Oh, so speaking of goblin teams. Oh, please don't web it. Oh, thank you so much. You webbed the wrong one. That still might be annoying if I still need to kill him here. Alright, good, we got a skull. No! Alright, double path or single path? You know what? Because I don't think it's double, let's go double. You like building teams that can do multiple Guild War days? I think it's somewhat hard to do. Because realistically, the most a team can cover is 2 colors. If it was to cover multiple days. It's very unrealistic to make a triple color team. Well, maybe not, because Wand definitely makes it a lot more likely. As well as Diamantina. So, you know what? I guess it's not that hard to do. Because all you have to do is just do Wand, Diamantina, and there's just plop 2 mythics there and you're good. Double dead ends. Let me guess, this one's a dead end too. Alright, this was a very bad area. We're about to full scout this floor. Oh, what's new? Nice. Wait, where are we on path? 1, 2, 3. It's only a 3 off currently. I don't know, we'll keep going. One team to rule them all. That would be a funny Guild War team. Wands, Diamantina, Diamantina, Diamantina. I would work on every Guild War day. The sad part is, it's not even a horrible team. It would actually function. It definitely wouldn't be the most optimal thing you could do. And if they have Submerge, you would have to run a hero class that has Dispel. But, it would work. Oh, double dead end. Oh, it was this little path all along. You just want meta Guild War attack teams that you don't have to put a lot of thought into. It's the win team options. Honestly, anything around Diamantina Wand is actually a really good base for any day, if you have it. Because Wand counters Book and Diamantina, as long as you have a way to dispel, or, you know, curse, either or. Which, actually, never mind, duh, Wand does it itself. So yeah, you don't even need it. The Wand itself has the curse. So yeah, Wand Diamantina wins literally every Guild War day. Wand counters Book. Wand also gives you curse for the AoE of Diamantina, and then Diamantina kills everything. And then the other two troops just do whatever. Either mana accumulation, hold down the line, tank more damage. Ah, there we go. Oh gosh, we still gotta make a decision. It's not over, we can still make a mistake. Yeah, we're about to full scout this place. Anyways, that's for tomorrow. Alright, let's go into the code. I think we've done every daily. And then you know what that means. 2 hours of EXP boosting! Which means, yeah, this should be about a 3-hour long stream. And we're done almost with the first hour. Also, I'm not going to bother with this pet. You know what? I am actually going to bother with this pet. Let's go claim it real quick for a little bit of pet food. I've been so low on quite a few of them. But here you guys go. Here's the redeem code. We'll hand out 3. This will be the first one. And we'll have another 2 in a little bit. Since we're going for 3 hours, might as well. Basically 1 every hour or so. Use it on gemsofwar.com under the game code section. Your invite code is in the settings menu. Redeem code is right over there in chats. And they give the same loot as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Unusable on PC mobile version of the game. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot, is greatly appreciated. If you guys want to stick around for the EXP boosting, it now begins. Well, as soon as we finish out this pet. Because as far as all the normal stuff, that's done. But now it's time for 2 hours of straight EXP boosting. Where we run nothing but Dust Devil the entire time and watch our EXP move up very slowly. But quicker than normal. But still very slow. And who knows, maybe we'll get some good merchants and angels. I actually got one earlier. We got a, when I was using my other 15-minute booster, I got a, Nisha off an angel. That was the only notable drop. Everything else was pretty average. I guess I got Ritz like twice, I believe, off of Merchant. That's actually pretty notable. Yeah, as far as angel drops, all we got was Anisha. That's still pretty good for 15 minutes. Try doing that in Explore 12, you'll be there for 15 hours. Not literally, but sure feels like it sometimes. Oh, so hello, Isabel! Welcome, welcome. Hey, you came just in time. It's time for the EXP boost portion. We finished everything else already. Oh, so hello, Disturbidium. Welcome, welcome. Is this one-shot range? What battle are we on? I can't remember. Let's just say it is. Oh, nope, we're deep enough that that's not one-shot range. Well, backup plan. Cast the row again. I did this team so we'd be able to go and one-shot the ball, and then I keep forgetting to actually buff it on the battles that we need it to one-shot. You just woke up? Oh, wow. You mean from a midday nap, or your first wake-up of the day? That's pretty late otherwise. Though, I actually completely crashed last night. I don't even remember what I was doing right when I was going to sleep. But, like, my phone was toppled over to the side. The clicker was, like, off the ground. Like, I'm not sure what happened. But I, like, completely crashed last night. Hey, we got 2 moons, but I mostly need it for the purple food. Well, and just food in general there. Anyways, let's start up the EXP boosters. We currently have access to 8 of them. We used one before the stream, because its timer would have expired. And we have 1 from today. And then we have these 7. So 9 total. 8 of which we'll be using on stream. And the other one we already did. Let's go do our dust level once, and then, yeah, we'll start the first booster. I'll use the one that we have from our daily first. Just because it's located in a different location than the others. So hello, Jamie. Welcome, welcome. Oh, from early this morning. Okay, that makes sense. I take a midday nap sometimes. It's nice and relaxing. I only needed that once. Alright, let it begin. Let's go grab our booster. Feels weird actually clicking collect. I almost never do that. I guess lately we have been a little bit more, but still. At least compared to delaying it every single day to last week. Feels weird just to claim it directly. And of course, all this week we can still use our EXP boosters, install them until a day we win. So even if we lose today and tomorrow, if we win the following day, then that other day we can still go use our boosters. The 2 most ideal days to win during Guild War in the current state of game is Tuesday, so you have an EXP boost on Wednesday. And Saturday, so you have an EXP boost on Sunday. Oh, disturbed I am? Oh, okay. I can go with that. Couldn't tell without the spaces. Slowly but surely, EXP bar go up. See how many levels we gained. So I already gained 1 level earlier today, so I'm count that. So far we gained 1 level from EXP boosters today. If I had to guess, we're going to gain 3 total? Kind of the one we already did. And then be like halfway through the other. If that's the case, that means we're going to be half of a level short of the next little reward thingy. Also, I have set a random joke goal earlier this year that we're going to try to hit level 1869 by the end of the year. And this seems very doable. Because we're going to have 2 more days where we can do this year. Like this big EXP thing that we're running right now. We'll be able to run it sometime in November. And sometime in December. And both times we're going to gain at minimum 3 levels. And then all the XP in between that. So yeah, we should be able to hit that level. Obviously we could easily hit it if we really power grinded for it. But it should be able to. Plus it doesn't even count all the grinding we'll do during like vault events and such. Those are the main times we gain EXP. Doing dailies, tribute, and stuff like that don't really get you that much. But these EXP boosters do with the 100% bonus from Guild War. And vault events do. Just because, not because you're getting more EXP, but you know, it's generally more beneficial to farm during vault events. Compared to not vault events. Even compared to this, vault events are still obviously way superior to this. But this is superior in the EXP department if nothing else. And rushing to level 2000, though glacially slow movement still, but rushing to level 2000 is beneficial. You essentially have max hero stats at 2000. It does keep going up, but you would need to hit 3000 for it to go any higher. And the stat you get is relatively trivial anyway, so 2000 is theoretically max level, even though it keeps going beyond that. So we do want to be heading towards that. 2000 in particular is really nice because it gives another magic to hero. Which, you know, that's not like going to be game breaking, but, you know, if you're using an AoE weapon, having 1 higher magic is always nice. It's permanent, of course, as well. And it's realistically the last magic you'll ever get, because I don't think we get another magic bonus until, like, what, 5,000 or something? I don't remember what it was. But it's a number so high no one will ever have it. So level 2000 is basically not only potentially the last stat you ever get for hero, but also realistically the last magic bonus you will ever get on hero. Not counting kingdom bonuses and stuff, but you know, as far as like the natural leveling of hero. Unless they do some kind of rework to it in the future. Which they might, because a lot of the newer effects they haven't been giving to hero. Like Shiny they didn't give to hero, Elite levels they didn't give to hero. Like those bronze, silver, and gold level thingies. A lot of the more recent mechanics in the last several years have not been applied to Hero. But I got buffed in a billion other ways, so it doesn't really matter too much. Another merchant. I do take the merchants in this and not just spam click them. Even though we would get more value if we did just smash out of them. Because unlike Palooza's, where it is actually impossible to get merchants and such, during XP boosters you can. I'm not sure if they're ever going to change this. Or if it would be a good idea to. Because to some degree it's actually kind of better to have them on than off in this situation. Definitely not for Palooza's. But I don't know, I wish there was an option for it. Because there'd be some times when we might want to really focus on XP and just ignore them. How long do you think the game servers will run? I have no clue. They've gone for a decade. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we go for another decade. Mostly because what other game do they have to fall back on? Puzzle Quest 3? So, yeah, it's just Gems of War. Poor Puzzle Quest 3. They made so many bad decisions with that game. It's not a horrible game, it's just, there was a lot of weird design choices, to say the least. My biggest issue with it, and honestly, if it wasn't for that, I'd probably still be playing it. The daily system just takes too many years. Like, it takes like 2 to 3 hours per day to do the daily system. It's kind of insane. Like, you have to use like an eighth of your day just to do the dailies for that game. Hello, Genki. Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. We're on our first booster of 8, well, 9. Depends how you look at it. So I guess you can consider this second booster of 9. Or the first of 8. Depending on how you look at it. Because we ran one of them before the stream started. Not on accident, deliberately, because it would have expired if I didn't. Though it was funny, because I did use the claim all to claim it. Not on accident, but deliberately. But it felt nice to just click the claim all button. Because we haven't been able to the whole last 8 days or so. But of course, now we don't need to worry about that going forward. I might even start stalling them for weekends or some other time. Though, that or just use them every single day, just to spread it out a bit. But now that they don't go into the other mail, we could technically, on a day that, you know, has a bit more downtime, like Saturdays, just run like a ton of XP boosters. Because by then we're already done with most of the events. Like Wednesdays and Saturdays are like the deadest time normally, as far as events. Because the pet rescue, you either don't need to do it, or if you do it, it takes like, what, not even 5 minutes? And then Saturdays, just a really weird dead time where almost nothing is happening. Because you would have finished all the Friday events, you would have finished most of the weekly events. Sunday we can at least talk about all the upcoming stuff. But those tend to be the 2 deadest days, Wednesday and Saturday. So we could just start stalling every XP booster we have for those 2 days. So I just realized I don't have a timer up. I should probably keep a timer up so we know when these things are going. Like, we're going through an XP booster right now and it doesn't even look like we are. And I also don't know how much time we have left on this one. Though it's easy to tell when the XP isn't bigger number anymore. All we'd have to do is just quickly look over at our XP number and be like, yep, still bigger. Oh, 1 second, I'm trying to get it up. Oh, Loading, loading, loading. Oops, I think I just opened it twice. I triple clicked it instead of double click. I'll find out in a second. Do we have timer? Okay, we do have a timer. Do we have 2 timers? Oh, we only have 1 timer. Nice, okay. Triple click did not double open it. We have no timer for this time, but we will for the others. Also, hello, Tyrion! Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Let's make sure the timer is timering. The timer is indeed timering. Can't really do anything with it at the moment, but it is indeed timering. Also, I got some caffeine for tonight, because we're going to be here a while. I'll be going at least until 11. Though probably not any later. He's already going to be tired by then. Yeah, I'm currently boosting EXP. So we're still going for another 2 hours or so. Because we're using 9 EXP boosters. One we did before the stream. One we're doing right now, I just don't have the timer up. And then we have 7 more. So we still got a ways to go. And 7 will, of course, at bare minimum, take an hour and 45 minutes. But there's some downtime in between. Plus merchants and angels getting in the way. I don't know, my OBS just crashed for a second. Probably cause some stuttering. It's kind of funny because it says 0 frames lost, but it said disconnected and then reconnected. Not sure what's going on there. Because those two things are contradictory. It said it disconnected for a moment, but also says there's 0 frames lost the whole stream so far. Which that is impossible for both to be the case. You fell asleep last night while grinding out the last season of D3? Wait, what is D3? Diablo 3? Trying to think of what D could stand for in that context. Oh, so isn't Diablo 3 actually played more than Diablo 4? And the mobile game? Not sure exactly what happened with all those. Literally had just gone so downhill. There is one redemption arc they could have in my eyes, though. Do they ever make Warcraft 4? Because World of Warcraft basically killed there ever being a chance of a Warcraft 4. But time will tell. Though it is never going to be as good as Warcraft 3 was, as far as the community and everything behind it. But if they could do, like, at least half okay at it. We'll have to see. They're never going to release Warcraft 4, though. You started watching Taskmaster per your recommendation? Nice. What season are you up to? Still number 1? You assume you're starting from the beginning. But yeah, I actually rewatched through some of them. Because after completing all of them, I was like, oh, I kind of want more. I'm just going to rewatch some of the older ones. It's a really funny series. Up to series 7? Nice. Can't remember who was on that one. I think this EXP booster's almost up. I'll have the timer for the others, so it'll be a lot more obvious when they are. Oh, nope, it's still going. You can tell from the big EXP drop of 284. But all the other ones will know. So we don't have to guess when it's over. Because unlike Palooza's, that's like absurdly obvious when it's over. EXP boosters are not particularly obvious when the EXP boost has ended. Diablo 4 has a battle pass? Yeah, and I'm pretty sure their mobile has something similar. Plus it's like microtransaction to death. I still have only ever played Diablo 2. Like way back when. Not the remake, the original, of course. I would have been pretty young at the time, too. Because Diablo 2 came out in, what, 2002, I want to say? Somewhere around there. So it would have been like 7, 8 years old. That's the only Diablo game I've ever played. Alright, did we get enough? Yep, we're back to normal. Hey, we got 3 event keys from that, nice. I know I have a timer for all the other ones, so it'll be really obvious. You haven't played Fall Guys in forever. Did Epic ruin it? Yes. Long story short, yes. There was a lot of things Epic did wrong, with Fall Guys. A very long list. Let's see, where should we start? Well, first let me go open one of these. Let's see. We start getting into the pattern so we can then talk. Okay. So, everything that went wrong with Fall Guys. They stopped doing seasons is probably the most recently wrong thing. They don't have seasons anymore. They basically just have a perpetual rotating battle pass system and just like randomly add maps, I think. Or something like that. Like they no longer have seasons where they add like, you know, like pairs, like 8 maps all at once. And like a whole bunch of advertising and everything. Nope, they just randomly release like I think like 1 map or something here and there. And just constantly have a rotating battle pass. That was the main thing that got me to stop, a rotating battle pass. Because they were basically just running like perpetual passes over and over again. Back to back. With like no real new maps or anything to keep you playing. But the custom mode was the final real season they did. Where they added like the map editor and everything. I don't know, it just felt really bland. Because all the courses were just like so basic since they were all made from the editor. So they couldn't do anything fancier with it like they normally would for, you know, standard maps. And aside from that, just all the normal things that Epic does. Like making it Epic exclusive, so, you know, people on Steam and other things couldn't really do it. Though, of course, we still play it on Steam. But you can no longer get it on Steam. Stuff like that. What was the other thing that they really did? The daily system for it was kind of annoying. That they ended up having for it. They tweaked it a couple times, but it was still not ideal. What other things? Honestly, daily systems can easily kill a free-to-play game. I'm so glad that Gems of Wars are very straightforward. And a lot of them are very optional. And skippable if you don't really feel like doing them. Without really feeling like you're being punished at all for not doing them. Hello, Chris. Welcome, welcome. I don't know, we might still revisit Fall Guys at some point. I'm not sure when, because normally when I would say we'd revisit it is next season. But now they don't have seasons anymore, so... I'm not sure when. Because I would say next season of Fall Guys we'd go play it again, but they've scrapped the whole concept of seasons. So I'm not sure exactly when we would. Lester. Hello, Draco. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm not sure why Epic Games has the need to destroy everything it touches. But it sure just loves to do so. How Fortnite hasn't crashed and burned, I do not quite understand. But Fortnite has to be quite a bit smaller than it used to be. But I don't really have any way of knowing. Because I have not paid attention to anything they've ever done with Fortnite. But I know the genre at whole has kind of gone down. Like the whole Battle Royale genre. And of course, last Friday, I think, Pac-Man 99, we ended up playing during the second half of the Gems of War stream. And they killed that game as well. Another Battle Royale. It had one of the best gaming moments of all, guys, when you faked out the whole room. Yeah, that was great. That was still one of my favorites, for sure. There's a lot of funny clips across the streams that we've had over the last decade. Should make a compilation of them at some point. It would just take so much effort to go through them all. Find where they all are. But I remember that one. That was insane. So still not sure what the next game that we're going to stream will end up being. Obviously, we're still kind of doing to some degree, even though we did technically finish the game, there's still a lot of completion stuff to do. We're still to some degree doing Moonstone Island. But I mean, like, after that. I do have something planned mid-November that we might end up streaming. So not sure if I'll stream it or just kind of do it on the side, but we might end up just streaming it. Won't mention what it is quite yet. It is both something that we have and haven't streamed before. It'd be hard to explain until it actually happens. Which reminds me, Dave the Diver actually got a content update recently. Probably revisit that game at some point. Only problem with that game is I don't feel like it has that much replayability. For a restaurant running sim, it actually has surprisingly low replayability. Because I would say the main appeal was like the whole art style and all the cutscenes and the you know, like progressing through all that. And then once you run out all that content, it's like the actual base like restaurant running thing. It's pretty bare bones. Like it's not like the most basic thing ever, but it's there's definitely more complicated versions of it out there. How's our game coming along? Oh, I have not been messing with anything with that in a while. I do kind of want to get back to doing something related to that, though. Always been interested in game development. There's just so many things you have to do for it, though. And I just keep getting distracted with things. Speaking of which, we still have jury duty in a couple weeks. Like, I kind of hope they pick me just so I can see what it's like, but I also hope they don't pick me because I really don't want to have to go there for like a week straight. It's actually really far away. I'm not sure why the courthouse they picked was like a mile and a half away, but it's like a 40-minute ride. It is decently far away. And having to do that like every single day. Like, I know some people have to do that for work, probably like almost every day. I don't know, compared to how far I normally need to go on a given day, that is like more than I'll do in a month, if not a year. As far as distance to commute somewheres. Your courthouse is almost 2 hours away? Really? Wow. Luckily mine's not that far. I know if I had to do it in New Jersey, which I never needed to, it would have been about 20-ish minutes away. But the public transportation system got there very easily. So it wouldn't have been that hard to get to. Or there isn't quite the same in my area here. At least not to the efficiency that New Jersey had. As bad as their system was, it was still better than any state I've seen. Despite it still being horrible. I feel like New York would be a lot like that too. Like if you live in New York, you would think the public transportation system is awful. But then you go somewhere else and it's like, you know what? It's actually not that bad. Anything from the merchants? Purple deeds, I gotta go for it. We can't pass up purple deeds, even with our gem stack being so low right now. Still can't not go for purple. We see purple, we click purple. I was about to gain our second level of these EXP boosters soonish. So it looks like we're a mile away, but with all this extra bonus, it's actually not that far. Oh wow, this is a horrible option. Just give me the Celestial, I guess, in case they're useful at some point. If you ever want to get out jury duty, just say you once had a crime committed against you. You think all enter-race here are guilty? Oh gosh. I wouldn't do that. If anything, I feel like I would be biased in the other way. Like, I would have a high inclination to say not guilty on almost anyone. It depends what all the evidence is. Or what the crime even is. I would have a higher bias to not guilty than guilty. So that reminds me, I still need to go get pants. Still need to get pants within the next few weeks. Still haven't done that yet. Because I own no pairs of pants other than sweatpants. Well, and shorts, obviously. I wear shorts year round, so I don't actually own pants. Kinda need to still do that. Just ask them how much you'll get paid if the trial gets prolonged due to a what? A something injury. They mention you're late on rent. As I recall, they're paying us almost like nothing. Like, gas money to get there is pretty much more expensive than what they would even give you. It's probably even less in this state as well if it's by state instead of by country. Or, you know, United States. You know what I mean. But, because this area still has, like, bare minimum wage as well. Which they don't even give you that much either. Like, we don't even get paid minimum wage for doing it, to my understanding. Because we're being paid by the day rather than by the hour. Has to get paid Canadian dollars? Yeah, it's considered a civic duty. Though if I got drafted for the army, I definitely wouldn't go. Jury duty, yes. Drafted for army, no. One more battle. Actually, I'm not sure if this counts because the EXP booster is technically done. But we're still in the battle that it started in. And we didn't get it. Oh. Alright, well, on to the next one. Hey, tribute's ready. Ah, we got a little low on tribute. It feels weird being disappointed with a 23 gem tribute. But that's actually kind of low based on how much upgrades we have these days. I think our average almost like 26, 27 sure feels like it. Anyways, let's go run another. We still got 6 left. So let's keep going. We're here for another hour and a half. Let's keep going. Like I say, could I bring our kids? You don't have a babysitter. I don't know, so to some degree, I kind of want to be on the court. Just to see what it's like. But to the same degree, I don't want to be there. So whatever happens, happens. Because the worst part is if I have jury duty, I'll have jury duty probably on my birthday. Which will be an interesting way to spend a birthday. Well, of course, we'll still do our stream at normal time that night and everything. Stop the proceedings to sing us happy birthday. I'm still curious what type of case it'll be. Your dog ate your summonings letter. Well, I already sent the summonings letter in, so that won't work. Yeah, where I'm at, it does not pay for 8 hours of work. I forget exactly how much it comes out to, counting everything. But, minimum wage here is $7.25. And if you worked at that pay, you would make about triple what you would for doing a day of jury duty. Like, it's actually paying out that little. I forget what the exact number comes out to. Find out when they mail it. It was a low Abac. But it's almost like 3 times lower than minimum wage, and minimum wage here is like $7.25 an hour. It's also why I've never really had a job in this area. Just pays so ridiculously low. I got $40 for 3 hours. Oh, that wouldn't be too bad. Like, if they only need us for a few hours and they're paying that sum, then it wouldn't be as bad. Because the payment, for whatever reason, seems to be per day rather than per hour. So if they pay that much and they only need us for like 2 hours, that wouldn't be too bad. But, you know, if we're there for like 8 hours for that pay, then yeah, that's kind of not good. Also, I'm so much less talkative this time than last time we did the EXP booster. Mostly because I'm still so off from crashing last night. I set like my whole day off slightly. Not sure what happened, but I like ultra crashed. It's been a while since I've done that. I would say it only happens like a few times a year. You just remembered from yesterday. So about the browser history. What about the browser history? Always clear your browser history? Oh, I almost never do. Maybe he took some pills and woke up with his pants unbuttoned? No. About to gain, what is this, second level? Yeah, this will be the second level. Two more to go until the next milestone on the little reward thingy. I can't remember if it's a good one or not. I think it might be the gems. That or we already got the gems and I forgot to go claim them. You actually have to manually claim them. They don't auto-claim. Did I ever use incognito mode? No. Hey, YOLO browsing. I keep wanting to take the extra turns out of habit, and then it's like, oh, nope, we're using dust level. Just click button to win. It says cast, but it means win now button. Hey, there's the level up right into purple. Ooh, one more level. One more level into purple, and we have 555 for purple. We might actually get it tonight. Because we're going to gain at least one more level, if not two. And we might have 555. You've emerged from under your rock and am watching The Office for the first time. I've never seen The Office. Getting episode in since it's quiet around here. I don't know. How is The Office? I've never watched it. I really haven't heard much about it. I think I know like somewhat its premise. I didn't bring as many talking topics tonight. Still kind of tired from last night. I don't understand how people can just like talk for hours on end. I'm physically incapable of such. The Office is funny. I know it's like some kind of comedy thingy. You still watch the funniest clips on YouTube. I do need another series to go get into. I just haven't bothered committing to any after finishing out Taskmaster. Oddly enough, was almost considering some kind of cooking series. Because I've been wanting to get a little bit more into cooking. Because I do such basic stuff in that regard. I just don't really have the kitchen to be doing it with. This kitchen is very, very, very small. Like, we don't even have, like, a full counter space. I would say we have, like, half of a counter. Because we have, like, a corner of a counter, and then one little sliver that is, like, about a foot long. So we have 2 corners and a foot. There's not much space to work with. That foot counter probably is even usable for most things that you would need to do. Like if you were to roll something out or something similar. Because there's not much you could fit on that. So you basically, all we have left is then 2 corners of counter space. Because everything else is occupied by an appliance. Either a microwave, a stove, refrigerator, the washing machine. Well, the top of the washing machine is actually where the thingy is, so yeah, it's still occupied. Your small kitchen wouldn't stop Gordon Ramps. I actually probably should check up on one of his series. What does he even do these days? Because he did Hell's Kitchen, but that's not really a good one to learn cooking. It's more comedic than anything. Master Chef. Do they still do Master Chef? Because that was actually a pretty decent series. And they had a lot of pretty interesting cooking challenges. Is that a show that still runs? Because if so, gosh, that must be on like season 20-something. If not higher. Yeah, Master Chef is still on TV. What season are they on? It has to be at minimum 20-something, if not 30-something. It started in 2010. Yeah, I used to watch it back then. I watched it until 2013, like early 2013. So I watched it for like 2.5 years or so. So I've seen some of the first few seasons of it. But nothing beyond that. Catch you later, Chad. Have a good night. Season 21 just ended? Okay, so yes. Okay, I was right with my first guess then. I said somewhere is in like the 20s. Yeah, they're on season 22 then. Another booster down. Many more to go. Well, let's go pop another. How many we have? 5. Let's keep going. After this one, we'll go hand out a second code. How about that? And then we'll have another one in a little bit. Right after this 15-minute, we'll hand out a code then. Hello, Stode. Welcome, welcome. Gosh, what would we do without Dust Devil? I'm so glad they brought this team back. There's a 5-year period we didn't have access to this team. And then they brought it back, and now everything's been great. Let's click Dust Devil win. Actually, at this point, we've almost had Dust Devil longer than we haven't. Not quite yet. Let's see, Dust Devil came into the game, I want to say in 2017. Early 2017. And then it was gone for 5 years. Wait, let me take something here. Yeah, give me that. We're wasting time. Go, go, go. Yeah, I think at this point, Dust Devil One Shot has existed for 4 years or so. Total. Which means by the 5-year anniversary of the game, yes. Slightly more than half the game's life cycle would have had one-shot Dust Devil. So in like about a year from now, we would have had one-shot Dust Devil for a longer duration than we haven't had one-shot Dust Devil across the history of the game. Something that's always irritated you about this game is that a 2x2 or 3x2 block of the same color is an extra turn. I don't know, is that normally an extra turn in most Match 3 games? I don't think it normally is. A plus shape normally is. And if I'm not mistaken, it is as well in Gems of War. But normally not a rectangle. Actually, I don't even remember now. Isn't a plus shape extra turn in Gems of War? I'm pretty sure it is. If I'm not mistaken, a plus shape in Gems of War is the only formation that isn't like 4 or more wide that is an extra turn. Yeah, it is. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, not counting Hourglass Gems, it's the only shape that isn't 4 or bigger that counts as extra turn. Oh, that and, never mind. I guess a corner piece, duh. Because if you do a corner 3, or, you know, if you do one of those corner thingies, that's also not 4 wide. So that would be the other shape then. Oh, so I'm not sure how when I crashed last night, but my arm was actually slightly bleeding. Because I, like, scratched it or something in the middle of the night. Because I had like a small little gash. Not anything major, but you know. But it's not like scratch marks, it looks more like a dent. Almost as if it was like from the phone or something. Because it's a really weird shaped injury. Compared to like normally. Because sometimes I scratch myself in my sleep and then it's very obvious because like scratch marks. But those are like different marks that definitely weren't nails. Am I okay? Yeah, it's fine. Nothing serious. I feel like I bleed pretty often. Not because I cut myself or anything, but because my body is just like really prone to injury. I have very soft skin. I also have very, very soft hands as well. Because I generally don't do any manual labor with them. So they're like absurdly soft. Compared to average. I also wash them very often. I'm not sure why, I'm always paranoid about washing my hands. I think on an average day I probably wash my hands like 5 times. Because I do it every time before I eat. I do it every time after I go to the bathroom. And for whatever reason, it makes no sense, but I also wash after taking a shower. I wash my hands. I know that makes no sense because you're literally in, you know, water. But for whatever reason, after I dry my hands after taking a shower, I then wash my hands. That one makes the least sense, but I still do it. Just in case there's like any soap or anything still on them. Maybe you dreamt about that time when Isabelle, Tyrion, and yourself beat you in Mario Party. Did that actually happen? I know we played Mario Party a while back. I don't remember what our win rate was. Oh, so that's another series that really went downhill. There's a good handful of them. Harvest Moon being one of them. But gosh, Mario Party, ever since they got reconsolidated after Mario Party 8, they have not been the same. You should just wear gloves in the shower, problem solved. I don't know, I feel like I would still feel the need to wash my hands after taking off gloves. I know I did in marching band. You often have to wear black gloves for that. Or white gloves, actually. I think our uniform was black, though. I think only the conductor person thingy, whatever the thing is called, I forget its name, proper term these days. But, conductor is normally the term for it, but some called something different in marching band. But that role, they normally wear white gloves because it's actually easier to see from a distance. Or as we were doing percussion in the pit, it's normally black gloves. If even any gloves at all. That's some most, yeah. I'm really paranoid about washing my hands. But I have very soft hands because of it. How about I play my instrument for your birthday? Well, I don't have any instruments these days. I haven't done anything music related in like a decade now. Because even in the last year of high school, I did it quite a bit less. Honestly, the best years of it were actually in middle school. Oddly enough. Because I was actually in the high school marching band in middle school. which they take very, very few people for it. Isn't it like riding a bike? Yes. Most percussion instruments are really easy to play, though. It's more so just knowing the technique for each and then doing it. Like, you could teach an average person to play, like, 50% of percussion instruments, like, within seconds. Like, each individual one within seconds. Because there is very few techniques you need for it, and then you basically have most of it down. There's only a few instruments in percussion that are, like, way more advanced. Generally, any mallet instrument, piano if you count that as a percussion instrument, which I actually don't know how to play piano. Timpani, drum set to some degree. Like, drum set on a basic level is really easy. Drum set on, like, a really high level is a lot more complicated. Because anyone can play drum set, but, you know, how good you play it is more of a high skill ceiling kind of thing. Like a low skill floor, high skill ceiling. So hello, Anthony. What band instruments have bike wheels? I don't know any. Do I collect anything? These days, not really. And in the past, honestly, not really either. Never really been big on collecting things. I do on every Mario Party. I guess that's a bit of a collection. I don't know, I don't really have collections these days. It can definitely be a very costly hobby depending on what you're trying to collect. I just don't have a lot of spare funds. How much in total is that? How much in total is what? Collecting the hair of your victims? What? How much time? Wait, how much time for what? The problem is I'm not sure what you're referring to. We keep talking about so many things, so I'm not sure what you're trying to reference. Alright, we're going to hand out the code after this one, by the way. In another minute. And we'll have another one a little bit later to stream. Ooh, an angel? Anything good? Our angels have not been too good. Wow. We got an issue before the stream, and every single one since has just been nothing. I feel like I've somewhat forgotten how to read sheet music. Like, it's something you could relearn pretty quickly, especially after having already learned it at one point. But if I was to look at, like, a piece of sheet music, I would actually completely forget how to read it. Oh, it's pretty straightforward once you, remember. I've always been pretty slow at reading sheet music, though, mostly because I'm really bad at reading. And apparently that carries over to reading sheet music. Even though the things aren't letters anymore. It's still a process of reading. And I'm slow at it because it's reading. Yeah, let me go get you as a code. And we'll have one more in a little bit. Here you guys go. Number 2. And we'll have number 3 at some point before we end the stream. Alright, what do we have? 4 more to go? 4 more to go. Another hour minimum. Let's go. Alright, another one down. Let's keep going. And that'll bring us all the way to 11 o'clock. Anthony was just joking around. My sense of humor is like non-existent sometimes. Like I take everything so seriously. Like I take everything on face value until otherwise. You like to stream, but you have this empty feeling inside. How can we feel that empty feeling? Tazza, would this be a good gift laptop repair for your B-Day? Oh yeah, that one broken laptop. Yeah, the laptop piece is still broken. It is technically fixable, but I feel like it's not worth fixing because it's kind of fine. Because one thing I really need to do at some point is get Photoshop off the older computer, the one that's like over a decade old. Get it legally onto my current computer, which I'll need to figure out a way to get it over without a C drive or with a without a disk drive. Though I'm pretty sure they have like a USB disk drive they can kind of do and do it that way. So do that. Then once that's off the other one, I could just use my current computer as a side computer and just get a new one at some point. And that's likely going to be my game plan. And use current computer as side computer. Because the only thing I even use my side computer for is to have YouTube up right now, so I can see chat, and to make my thumbnails. That's literally its only purpose. Then it has like a billion files, which I already have backed up on a multi-terabyte external storage. A bidget? What's a bidget? This bill is, yeah, you'll do its honors. It's B-Day. Buzz, buzz. Oh, you're making a sound joke. Oh yeah, jokes go over my head a lot of times. Once again, I take all of it at face value. I generally don't look into it. Unless it's very obviously trying to be comedic. But I can't pick up on that a lot of times. I feel like Sheldon sometimes from Big Bang Theory. Oh, got a merchant. Also, I just noticed how low our gems are. Oh, good. We don't need gems. Writs. Nice. Somehow our first writ of the stream, despite going for 2 hours straight now. Hour to go. Or about an hour. Technically be slightly less. Ever so slightly. I still have no clue what's going on in chat the last, like, couple minutes. It's going somewheres. Do I have Asperger's syndrome? I have no clue. You had a super clean tangent. I assume it's not. Wait, we're on timer. I'm like stretching. And forgetting that we have a timer ticking down. I was pouring a Palooza timer, but it's still a timer. Do I have a costume for the Halloween stream? Currently, no. Why? Do you have something in mind? But no, I do not have currently anything planned for the Halloween stream. Which actually is only like, what, 3 weeks away at this point. But I do not have a plan. The only plan I have is jury duty. But of course, we'll still be streaming that night. But that's my first day of jury duty. Or we'll hopefully find out if I do or do not have jury duty on my birthday. Which I haven't even gotten the outfit for that, let alone Halloween. It's kind of funny because I'll need 2 outfits for that day. One will be whatever we wear for Halloween. Which we might just go as floating head. No, we might actually do something, we'll see. Haven't thought of anything yet. But then we're also going to need the jury duty outfit. We're going, that's basically our Halloween outfit. You know what? Maybe I'll do that. We'll wear the outfit of being a normal, everyday citizen. That is our Halloween outfit. The fact that we wore pants. Trying to think of any outfit that actually could be like Halloween based, that could be based on it. Because I would be in mostly black. Like a lot of black. I'm not gonna wear like a super dress shirt though. They said to dress warm, so I'm just gonna wear a nice looking hoodie. Well, not really hoodie, I'm not sure what you would call it. A t-shirt that says this is my Halloween costume. You dress up like a robot on a sign that says free robot. Can jurors wear skirts on jury duty? I'm not gonna wear a skirt. Besides, they already had it marked down as male. I'm not even sure if they had a checkbox for male, female, or whatever. I really don't pay attention to anything like that. I forgot to start the timer, not like it matters that much. There we go. If they call you sir, you shout, "It's ma'am." No. So if the Steam Deck goes on a holiday sale, would I buy? I don't know. It depends how big of a sale it goes on. Also depends if the one that has more memory goes on sale or just a smaller unit. Because I'd probably go for the max memory one, just to not have to deal with it. Because I know Nintendo Switch having low memory is so annoying to deal with. I still have not bothered getting an SD card for my my other Switch. I've been meaning to. Haven't needed to yet because it hasn't run out of memory. And because the other one still has so much memory because I got such a big SD card for it. But gosh, the base amount of memory is so small. I really hope whatever the Switch 2 is, or whatever the sequel is to Switch, that thing better come with like 100 gigs, if not more, of memory. I think the internal on the OLED had like less than 50 gigs. Like something absurdly small. There's some singular games on PC that take up more memory than that. You really still want to get a Steam Deck, but your son won't take it from you? I do plan on getting one at some point, but I'm considering at this point potentially just waiting for Steam Deck 2. I don't know, if it ever went on a big enough sale, I would maybe consider getting a Steam Deck. You know, the original. Because they're definitely going to make a sequel to it at some point. And I feel like it's going to be around the time of the next console generation, where Steam's going to join in and be like, hey, we have one to compete with you guys too. Because it's going to be the time when we get the PlayStation 6 and the Xbox One 1, or the Xbox One 2, as well as the Switch 2, all simultaneously. Yes, the Xbox One 2, the Switch 2, and the PlayStation 6. And then Steam will be like, oh, we also have the Steam Deck. The beefy Steam Deck can actually run Starfield. Oh, so one thing I almost forgot about. I've actually been running my laptop off of Wi-Fi instead of a wired connection the last, like, year, almost 2 years now. I must say the last year. And I'm actually really surprised that, I've not really had any issue with it. Like, the connection has almost been better with a Wi-Fi connection than wired, which makes, like, no sense. But something is up with the port on this one. Even more so since that issue happened. But, I don't know, it's just been fine. Kind of nice. Because now you don't have to worry about, like, an extra wire going up to it. Because gosh, does it already have a billion. With all the USB devices in this thing. Unless you heavily mod it, Starfield is horrible. Well, isn't it a Bethesda game? Aren't all their Bethesda games notoriously buggy? And then the modding community has to make it into an actual game. Because doesn't that happen with like almost all of their games? Or am I thinking of a different company? I've never played a Bethesda game. Isn't that one company that's like notorious for releasing everything like ultra buggy at launch? And then the modding community fixes everything? Hey, wow, that's actually huge. We just picked up a first 3. That's the one we actually need. So much so it literally said new. So that's the only one we have right now. Wow. Found it. Verse 3. Not what we're looking for, but I'll take it. Yeah, it's not a Vault event, but you can still get them. They're 3 times rarer right now. But they are still out there. Just gotta grind for them 3 times as long to get one. And they are still there. Which is why, of course, we normally grind for them during Vault event. As it is 3 times quicker to do so. Because gnomes are 3 times more common and Vault keys are 3 times more common. Making Vault keys 9 times more common, but if you need a specific drop from a gnome, like let's say a verse, it is effectively only 3 times more common. As the Vault key being a higher chance does not affect the gnome. And a 3 times higher gnome rate does. So what, is this our 3rd to last or 4th to last booster? Find out in a moment. I think this is our 3rd to last. If it is, we'll hand out a redeem code after the next one. Not this one, but the one after this one. That'll be the final one of this stream. Until next time. Hopefully the next time we do this multi-hour thing in about a month, we'll be more awake. I'm still really off from last night. Also, on bug news, I found a cute little jumping spider today. It was on the mirror in the bathroom. I did not kill it, but felt very tempted to. I have no clue where it is now. But it is not there anymore. It sounds scary. Oh yeah, I hate them. They move very interestingly, though. I remember staring at one for an hour on my printer when I was like 13 or 14. I had nothing to do that day, and it was like a random summer day. And I was just staring at one of those little jumping spiders, looking at what it does. Kept moving around its little fang thingies. Kept moving its legs and like cleaning them. It was very jittery. It didn't actually jump, which was nice. Just kind of stood there, menacingly. Yeah, there's a lot of versions of things that are like the Steam Deck. There's many that came before it and after it. The Steam Deck's just the most well-known one because, you know, Steam made it, or Valve. So it has the most publicity of any of them. But there are other alternatives. Though honestly, I don't see why you would use any of them since there's a Steam Deck. Like, yes, there's alternatives, but, you know, like, Steam is basically the way to do it now. Since it already has all the integration and everything for it. For what the average person would use it for, it just makes more sense to get the Steam version. Rather than some third-party other thing. Is that Hello Sushi Ninja? Yeah, jumping spiders are pretty chill. Until they jump on you. In which case they're not chill. But as long as they don't do that, they're pretty chill. As long as they just, like, stand there and do nothing. Because if they jump on me, they're dead. They have sacrificed their life. But otherwise, they're pretty cute. They can't hurt me. They have the menacing presence of doing so. They can hurt me mentally. But no, I didn't kill the one today. He lived. He probably went back down in the vent or something. Because they sometimes come through the vent. Where the AC system is and everything. And to the vent they shall return. That's really interesting, Anthony. Yeah, I've messed with him some in the past. There's actually been a few spiders that have been pretty chill. Oddly enough, daddy longlegs are kind of pretty chill as well. Are they supposed to be like super poisonous, but they can't like bite you, humans, so it doesn't really matter. They're actually surprisingly chill compared to other spiders. Alright, 2 more boosters. So after this next one, we'll hand out a code. A final code. Well, anyways, half an hour more? Let's go. That'll be exactly 11 at this point. They aren't actually spiders. Interesting. Don't kill the jumping spiders, they just want a hug. I didn't kill the jumping spider. Because it didn't jump at me. It just stayed there. They're all a little bit annoying with how much string they leave behind sometimes, though. I've never had to see a scorpion, luckily. I know family members that have, because they've lived in areas that, you know, have a actual scorpion population more than 0. But yeah, I've never had to see a scorpion in real life. I feel like they'd be very annoying. Because they have very pinchy claws. While they can't really bite you that much, they still have, like, some kind of system there that kind of does something like that. And, of course, obviously, their stinger. 3 very annoying things. Plus, the way that their feet are shaped, I feel like that would hurt being, like, even walked on by them. Those little, like, pointy little stubs. Because they kind of need that to get through the sand and everything. Well, maybe not, because crabs don't really hurt that much when they walk on you. And they have similarly, like, somewhat pointy stubs. Well, I thought there was like 2 breeds of daddy longlegs. And the ones in America, I believe, are like the more tamer ones. And then there's like a different version of it somewhere else, probably Australia. Knowing how Australia is. That's like extremely bad. And I think everyone like misconstrues the one that's like the Australia-based one or wherever the other location is. Rather than the one that's in the United States and other areas. There's the one we have in the United States is the way tamer one. But there's like a different version that is way worse than it. Because they're similar naming, they're confused with each other sometimes, I believe. Crabs will pull knives on you. I remember that one meme. I have had a crab steal a hook from me before. Because I have gone crab fishing dozens of times. And yes, they do have like a curiosity to like grab onto things and then take it. So if that object is a sharp object, they will then wield that sharp object. They don't quite know what to do with it though. They kind of like fling it, but you know, they don't like if you gave a crab a knife, like it would like move it around some, but it wouldn't know how to properly use the knife. Like if you were to be impacted by it, it would barely even feel like anything. Because it wouldn't shift it around in a way that would actually impact correctly. It just kind of waves it around aimlessly. Those crabs look like they know what they're doing. No, they generally shouldn't. Like, you'd take much more damage from their pincher than you would from them wielding a knife. Like, the knife is actually making them less dangerous. I said hello, Ginky, by the way. Not sure if I said hello, but welcome, welcome. Oh wait, did Genki post a video with no sound? I've accidentally posted the wrong video a couple times before. I've always taken it down before it was public though. The most common thing I tend to do is accidentally post the same video again. Because I accidentally grabbed the wrong file. And then I don't notice until the last possible second and then have to redo everything again. And then the video I was going to post was like half an hour to an hour later. Because I have to redo all the uploading and everything. But I've never accidentally done one with no sound. I think the funniest mistake I ever did, though I caught it before it was ever up, is I recorded a video with this format. Like, you know, what you're looking at right now. But, you know, it had no green screen effect because the green screen wasn't up. And I was shirtless. And just going through all the normal commentary. So I had to re-record it because I wasn't going to post that. It was basically like a normal, like, Monday video. But I was shirtless, no green screen, and it was in this format rather than the normal format. Because, of course, whenever I do a thingy, it's normally, like this. Yeah, no. But, of course, when we do our stream, it's like this. Oh yeah, it's really easy on a stream to not notice the sound is broken. It's a lot easier during a video to notice it though. But during a stream is a lot harder. Though as long as on either I can see where the mic sound setting thingy is. Because even if I don't hear the actual audio, there's like a bar that shows like how high it's going. Whenever my mic is acting weird, it's always like way in the red. So if you're actually looking at the mic thingy, it is very obvious when it's occurring. Sometimes they don't notice it. But if it's in a video and I don't notice, I could easily just re-record it. Whereas a stream, there's no undo button. Live stream jury duty? No, that is very illegal, I'm pretty sure. I actually don't know what the law even is in that regard, but I'm pretty sure you can't. record or take pictures or something. Also, I think I'm not allowed to talk about it until afterwards or something. I don't know. I don't know how American law works. I know, is that a way to get out of jury duty? Be like, I don't know laws. You think in South Carolina they would starfeather you like in the old days? A terrifying spider is the crab spider. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Is that a crab or a spider? Because I know there's those crabs that come out on the shore at night. They have like a similar name. They're not that bad though. OBS randomly change your sound input? Oh yeah, that always happens to me. It happens every time Windows has an update. Which is weird because my side computer had an update, but my main computer hasn't had it yet. Which means probably sometime tonight it'll be like, hey, update time. And I need to remember tomorrow, I need to go change all my settings. Because for whatever reason, every time there's a Windows update, my mic decides it doesn't want to exist. And then just goes all wonky. Hey, an angel. Anything good? Oh, that's a little bit better, but we've been doing pretty bad on angels tonight. That's a bit of a comeback, though. Oh, those. Never mind, that's a different spider than what I'm thinking. Well, I was thinking of the crab, not the spider. Because you're describing a spider crab, but I'm describing a crab spider. Two very different things. I'm not sure if that's their actual names, though. Yeah, there's a spider crab and a crab spider. Very different things. What gifts am I hoping to receive this year? I'm not sure. I generally, honestly, don't really get that many gifts, usually. Because most of my family just sends, like, cash. Because it's the most universal gift. Because they don't really know what to get me either. And I don't really know what I need. Well, I know what I need, but, I don't know, I just don't tend to spend that much. And the other issue is, if there's something that I, like, really need, I generally just get it instantly. So that leaves very little room for, like, random stuff. Because I tend to spend pretty minimally. But if I do need something, I tend to get it, like, almost instantly. If not instantly. Or wait until the last possible second, in which case I need it. Like, some things I keep backups for. Like, if my mouse breaks, I have a backup mouse. If my keyboard breaks, I have a backup keyboard. But then there's other things I replace as needed. Like these computers I will use into the ground until they literally stop functioning. Like that 10-year-old one. Actually, my side computer, officially over a decade old. It actually turned 10 years old, I think 2 months ago. I don't think I've brought it up in any stream, but yeah, it was its 10-year birthday. I've had that computer since college. Actually, I got it because of college. And it's still functioning as long as you restart it every like 8 hours because it gets way too laggy otherwise. Do I have a backup of my backup? Yes. I actually have double backed up my files. Though not all of them, so you probably should. But, I have a single backup of the backup. Alright, let's go ahead to the code, and then we're down to the final one. Also, feels so nice to be able to click claim all. Now that these are in 2 different categories. Alright, let's go hand out the final code. And then let's go use the final, I almost said Palooza, the final EXP booster. Then we'll call it there. Then we'll be like 11 at night. But there you go. Enjoy the code. Alright, let's use the final one. Don't think there's anything else we really need to do other than this booster. Let me just double check as we go through everything. Already did the pet event. We did Underspire. We did Guild War. Are we winning? Oh, are we winning? Are we winning? Oh, we're down. Oh, we're actually losing right now. I know that number is bigger than that number, but there's a 5 people difference and we're basically same score. So we're actually losing by a lot. Wait, what happened? We're losing by a lot right now. What guild are we? Tiger Claw. They're not even particularly high up either. Well, I guess they're about the same score as us. It's actually really close. Oh no. Who's losing today? Because we're actually way down right now. I mean, not way down, but like we're at same battles, but a person up, which means we're like a whole person down in a sense. Not sure if we'll win tomorrow, but we'll find out. Anyways, let's go run the final Palooza. Grab our redeem code. Thank you, whoever just claimed it for us. And final booster. See what we get. Yeah, we're down a whole player score. Even though we're up by a couple hundred, we're down a whole player score. Which is about 9,000 points, give or take a little. I'm so surprised. No Mimic appeared so far today. Tends to happen a bit more often with this quick of a team. So that was a really lucky Cascade. But of course Mimic slows us down if there is one. But yeah, winning every individual Guild War day doesn't really matter too much. The most important ones from an EXP perspective are Tuesday and Saturday. We need to win on Tuesday to have a buff on Wednesday. And we need to win on Saturday to have a buff on Sunday. Also, catch you later, Defiant. Thanks for stopping by. See you around. Yeah, we're stopping as soon as that timer stops. Because gosh, I'm tired, and I do not want to crash again. Though I'm not going to crash as hard as I did last night. That, like, never happens. Like, there's crash, and there's, like, crash. Last night was, like, crashed. Like, normally when I say crash, I mean, like, you know, like, so tired that you just, like, need to go to sleep. But, last night was, like, crash. Like, you're doing something, and then instantly you're just, like, out. That does not happen to me that often these days. And there wasn't even anything that I really did yesterday that would have really triggered it. Just kind of happened. Did we have a loss in Guild War or lose a troop yesterday? No. I don't think so. No, we definitely didn't lose in Guild War. Just a traumatic experience of losing a troop. You saw a streamer fall asleep mid-stream? Oh, I have never fallen asleep in a chair before. Like in a computer chair. In like a chair, yes. Like, you know, like a lounge chair or a, those like sofa things. Because they're really comfy. But I have never, while on a computer, fallen asleep at a computer. I've fallen asleep like several seconds after hitting a bed after, like, from a computer chair. But, never in a computer chair. Or while on a computer, actively. Maybe like dozing off ever so slightly, but never like sleeping. I'm not sure how you even physically can. Like if I started dozing off, I would wake up within like 10 seconds. Because the second my body would start falling in any direction, it would just instantly come back up. Or wake up. How many levels did we get so far tonight? 3.5. We got 3 whole level ups and this half of one that's definitely not gonna get all the way. Which isn't too bad. 3.5 for 2 hours. Well, technically 2.5 hours. Because we did what, 9 boosters. So that's yeah, 2 hours 45 minutes. 15 of it was before the stream. So it's basically a level an hour. A little bit more than a level an hour. So even later in the game, it'd still be a level an hour then. If you just stacked pure EXP boosters. And at most points in the game, it's like a level and a half an hour. And even way, way later, like level 2,500, that's probably still a level an hour then. That's not too bad, honestly. Given how slow leveling gets later in the game. Falling asleep in seconds, what's that like? I know, right? I don't know, how long it takes me to fall asleep is very variable. There are some nights I could do it within like 30 seconds to 5 minutes. Then there's other nights where I could try for 3 hours and might still not be asleep. There's a very wide range. Though I would say lately, I've been able to fall asleep within like 10 minutes or less. 30 minutes tops. Which is a lot quicker than in the past, overall, like on average. Hello, Jay Shar. Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. If anyone has any last-minute topics, let me know, because once that timer ends, well, not ends, but, you know, reaches 15 minutes, we're out of here for tonight. So anythings, let me know. I'm probably grabbing a bite to eat and then heading to bed. I might stay up a little bit. Honestly, I'm not tired yet. Nor are my eyes fatigued. Last minute topic, Sailor Moon cosplay for Halloween? No. Not happening. I'm not sure what we're gonna do for Halloween. We might do something, we might not. We'll see. I feel like the issue with every Halloween is by the time I think about what I'm going to do, it's already so close to Halloween that it's not realistic to do. I feel like next year I should plan my Halloween outfit, like, by January. Like, more than half a year in advance. Because I feel like every Halloween, I'll, like, start not thinking about it until, like, early October. Like, kind of like around right now. And then it's like, it's, like, so close. I don't want to bother getting something. What if something gets late? So on and so forth. And then I don't bother doing anything. It's pretty much a cycle of every Halloween for me. It's like early October, remember, oh yeah, Halloween's at the end of this month. Then ponder about it for a few days. Then after going and trying to figure something out, it's like, this isn't going to work by Halloween. And then doing nothing. And then rinse and repeat every year for the rest of time. That's my standard Halloween schedule. What happens if you go to a jury duty wearing a judge's robe and holding a gavel? Jury duty wearing a furry outfit. The jury duty mascot. Dressed as a Street Fighter jury. I have no clue what it even is. Yeah, honestly, at that point, the gavel would almost be considered a weapon. Because I definitely don't let in, like, guns, knives, or anything like that. Anything a metal detector can't pick up. Actually, that's something I haven't done in a while. Well, I guess if you count flights, that technically counts as it, but, I haven't been through a metal detector in a while that wasn't as a result of a flight. Actually, now that I think about it, I may have not been in a metal detector since high school. Not counting flights. Ignoring flights, I don't think I've ever been in a metal detector in my adult life for any reason that wasn't a flight. I didn't even think about that until just now. But I'm pretty sure every instance I have needed to go through a metal detector in the last decade has only been because of flying, and no other reason. But yeah, I think they make you go through one for jury duty. I'm pretty sure. Make sure you don't have any weapons on you or anything. Why is there a metal detector in your high school? Oh, that was really standard. You kidding? With all the shootings, drugs, and everything else? But yeah, that was extremely standard in my area and across the state. It didn't stop the drugs, the weapons, or the guns, but they tried. It did very little. But yeah, it was really annoying because they would take like a good minute. Oh, I actually, I have a really funny story about that too. I have a metronome, or I would carry a metronome in my lunchbox for band and everything, because of marching band, pep band, everything else. Just everything band related. So I had a metronome in my lunchbox on like one of the little cubby holes on the side. And that school has gotten like bomb threats multiple times before. And when I was going through the metal detector, because I was like on its side, going through like the side thingy, because obviously I had the thing in it, because of how it got like brushed to the side, because it was like on the side little pocket, it started to turn on, but it turned on like a weird setting where it was just making like a constant buzzing noise that almost sounded like a bomb. So that was like a horror deal. But I explained it was just a metronome thing. But yeah, it literally just made like a sharp, loud, buzzing, constant noise. It basically sounded like a bomb. But yeah, that school has gotten bomb threats multiple times. I think they actually did set one off at one point. They didn't do any, like, particularly major damage. But yeah, that school was something. My high school, not the academy that I went to during high school. But that base high school was definitely something. Like, it was more like a jail housing facility than like a high school. Not sure how to really describe it. It was one pretty insane place. Will I be doing a Halloween Day stream? Yes and no. Yes, we'll be having a standard Gems of War stream. No, I can't stream during the day because it's our first day of jury duty. It's my first day of jury duties on the 31st, on Halloween. It's actually easy to remember because it's literally Halloween Day. So I'm gonna be busy all day with that. Or I assume I'm gonna be busy all day with that. I have no clue how long it's gonna take. But we'll still be back in time to do the Gems of War stream at night. But anyways, guys. We'll be calling it here for now. We'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 3 hours prior to now tomorrow, as we do every night. We will have far less EXP boosters to go use, that is for sure. We'll have either 1 or 0. 1 if we win Guild Wars, 0 if we gonna be stalling it. Because obviously we want to stall it for the next Guild War win. Because even though we stalled all these for now, we also still want to stall it for when the Guild War wins are. So obviously, if we lose today, then that means we don't use our EXP booster tomorrow, and then we save it until the next win. So ideally, we win on Saturday, which then results in having EXP boost on Sunday. So we could use whatever boosters we haven't used by then, because that's probably the most important day. Well, technically 2 important days. Tuesday and Saturday are the 2 most important days to win in Guild War these days, due to how the EXP bonus works. Because Tuesday allows you to use them as immediately. And then Saturday allows you to use all the ones throughout the Guild War week on Sunday, if you haven't won on other days during the Guild War week. So those are the 2 most important ones. Even if you lose every other day, those are the 2 most important ones that you win. So hopefully we're up against the easy guild on Saturday. But anyways, guys, can you stab someone with a metronome? No, at least not with that one. It's not that kind of metronome. It's a sound-based metronome, not one of those like stick-moving metronomes. There's a lot of different types of metronomes. The metronome I'm referring to is basically like a block cube digital one. Like, it's literally just like a black cube with some red buttons and some other stuff like that. And it just plays the sound. It's not like one of those like contemporary like physical ones where it's like, you know, has the little thing and has the little stick moving back and forth. It wasn't one of those. Those are not generally used these days compared to just the digital ones. There's just a really cheap digital one. There's some really advanced ones too. The one I had probably ran like 10, 20 bucks. There's some that cost like literal hundreds with how advanced it is and all the different settings that it has. It was just like a really basic one. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.